Hey, come on. All right. Yeah, come on, Savannah. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, y'all. This thing is serious here. All right, JB, you ready to do your thing? This is my nigga.
Already know. Hey, shout out to everybody watching, man. You already know we can't do this without y'all. Port to Port Music Group. That's PORT, the number 2 PORT Music Group on every platforms where we meet all your media and musical needs. You can come to us. You can get everything done from sound recording to your videos, to your photo shoots, to your graphic designs, even down to the merch. Port to Port Music Group. Put PORT, the number 2, PORTMG.com. Go to the website and you'll be able to see all the merch, all of the dope content that we drop. Every Monday we do Listen Up Live Radio, where we interview underground artists and showcase their music. We didn't do it yesterday, and we probably won't do it next Monday because yesterday we had, and if y'all didn't see it,
you missed it.
Please go to Miss Alicia page, and I'm gonna post it to Listen Up Live. To Port to Port Music Group so that y'all can check it out. But
it's gonna be on YouTube.
Right.
And on
YouTube. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. We had a dope conversation about, what we'll do what we need to be doing for our Black queens, protecting, honoring, respecting, and providing for them. It was a super dope conversation amongst a bunch of grown men, and y'all make sure y'all check that out. And and next week we gonna be in here. You said that won't be televised. Right?
No, the one Monday will not be televised.
Yeah, so
it will be recorded. We will videotape it, but we will not televise it because I want you all to be as free as you want to be to say whatever you want to say because it's gonna take communication. Some folks ain't gonna like what's being said. Some folks might accept it and like it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to get to the crust of what it is that you as Black men need in the city. Now, once you give it to us, then we'll go ahead and present it, get it on our agenda, we vote for it, and then we do what we got to do. And the reason we're doing that, y'all, is because there's a task force for everything and everybody in this city except for our most vulnerable population, which is the African American male. No other race of people, gender, dying in our streets like the Black man. So in order for us to just, we ain't gonna stop it, but we can sure halt it. Okay, right. And that is the reason why we're gonna do this. We're having a action committee of Black men from all walks of life to talk about the issues and concerns that they have in this city. So we're gonna move the needle forward. Some folks get a little upset when you start talking about Black folk, Black people. I said it. This is a I said it moment.
That was.
Yes.
And I'm all about action. That's my thing. Like I hate just constantly talking about what we need to do without actually doing nothing. Exactly. I've always been, and shout out, I'm getting the building next door. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm getting it. Because you know why? Because I keep it moving. I'm a man of action. Yeah. And I see an opportunity and something gonna come good from it, because it always do.
I see programs. I see children coming up in here learning how to be engineers and producers and all kinds of stuff. I see acting. I see talent. Right. I see, oh my God. And that's why I say you all will definitely benefit from the Weave a Dream program that the city is offering, where you get paid for the programs that you have in the city. So we're getting ready to make sure that you get involved in that. And for anybody else that is doing something positive in our community, April is when you put in the application to start the process to get monies from our Weave a Dream program. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there, baby. We giving almost $40,000 to a young person that paints on impoverished children's faces. I ain't stutter. I ain't stutter. I'm telling you what it is. So if you got a program, if you doing something positive with our children, then doggone it, put in the application at the Cultural Arts Center. The Cultural Arts Center. Okay? And when you go to put in the application, tell them Alderwoman Alicia Miller Blakely told you to do it. Bam, baby. Yeah, that's another I said it moment.
Yeah, so anyway, back port to port. So we know every Monday we do Listen Up Live. Every Tuesday, of course, Bios for Us with Miss Alicia Blakely. Every Wednesday, Bitter Rivals Radio, where the truth is told and the lies unfold from a sports perspective. You got to come and discuss it with, because him and my brother, oh man, they two peas in a pot, man. And I like to fight them on that show.
Cause you fight us. We like, what the Arnold Schwarzenegger say? Now, what did he say? You will lose.
But see, my thing.
It'll be a common divide. I believe it'll be a common divide. I want to be the referee.
My thing has always been to go to not, even if I agree with popular opinion, I go against it to kind of challenge people's intellect and they side on it. You know what I mean? Like if everybody,
you're playing devil's advocate.
Because I like having the hard conversations. I don't like just everybody agreeing. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with it. That's good.
Yeah, you don't get nothing from everybody sitting in and agreeing on something. I like
and you know what else too? After you do that, you can agree before you do it. Let's say, okay, we're gonna agree to disagree.
That's right.
And when we leave the space, we're not angry. Right. I'm respecting your opinion and you're respecting my opinion. Right. At the end of the day.
And wait a minute. Disclaimer, please. Before I keep going.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
What you hear on this show is not necessarily the opinion of yours truly, your host, Alicia Miller Blakely. It is the opinion of my guests. If you hear something that you don't like what is being said, by all means, please don't go out in the community and spread negativity. Pick up the phone. Call 912-631-0731. Let's talk about it. You might change the mind of the individual who said what it was that you didn't like what was said, or they might just change your mind as well. That being said, bam, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, that's all I wanted the people to hear. Because that's what I meant. Like I like that you do that you tell people, hey, if you feel some type of way about this, call and let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't be scared. You know, because I like for people to kind of I like to get the other side and put my shoes in the other person, my foot in the other person's shoes. And like I said, I always bring it up because, like I said, my wife's her best friend is like far white Republican. You know what I'm saying? I mean, white woman, but she not racist. She really a good person. She just believes.
She's just conservative. She has conservative beliefs.
Can I say this here? You know, one thing for sure. You know, white folks, whatever they disagree on, right? At the end of the day, guess what?
They still come together.
They come together as one,
and they work.
And I want to say one more thing. You know, for black people, you know, black people don't ever have to say I'm not a racist. From number one, and I'm gonna clear it up when I say that. We didn't invent this and come up with it.
Right.
We don't never have to clear ourselves. But I'm gonna clear up one more thing. By definition, none of us in here can be racist.
No African American could be racist.
By definition, none of us.
Exactly.
You know, so we don't ever
not an American.
Right.
African American.
So we don't ever have to say, well, you know, I'm not racist. We didn't come up with that.
Right.
We didn't invent it.
Right. But my
not
point,
at all.
Right. But my point is, like, you'll be surprised that people that you know, just because somebody a Trump follower, in my opinion, don't mean they're racist. They might be an idiot. They might be crazy for thinking that, but it don't make them a racist. You know what I mean?
They are a reject from the retard factory. Bam! I said it.
Like, I mean, it's crazy, but I'm just saying, like, I like to kind of.
I didn't like Trump nor Biden, right? But I'll say this: see what you know what I like? See, Trump helped the rest of them, you know, pull their mask off.
Right.
Yes.
See, he was disturbing things a lot. See, that's they want us to get so focused on, oh, we got to get Trump out of there. We don't never We don't never dig deep and look deep behind the
You
scenes.
have to look deep. But let
You
me
know?
tell y'all this. Listen, I went and filled up on gas today. Have y'all noticed that the gas has gone up? The gas has gone up.
Well,
And somebody said, pay attention. Once Biden get in the seat, our gas prices are going to skyrocket.
I mean, that's saying all kind of
Yeah,
executive orders. And
But
they
isn't it in the works for it because they're trying to make minimum wage prices go up as well?
But
right.
they're trying to make minimum wage go up, but God dog,
They
they had to increase the gas prices. What changed?
No, this is what changed, right? The economy starting to move
Right.
again. That really don't got nothing to do. You know why gas prices went down? Because everybody was home. Nobody was driving. Nobody was spending money on gas. So it made the gas prices drop to during $1. But the more people getting out, the more the economy start boosting, the more people getting back to work, the more trucks out here moving freight from place to place. These boat, now the cost of oil.
So do you think that's the reason why?
Yes, I know so.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't. There's no way the gas prices was gonna stay $1.50, $1.29. $2.50 is really a fair price for gas.
Who says a fair price?
Well, I mean, man, for me,
It's not a fair price.
because before COVID, what was gas prices?
But we
Like
didn't even talk
$3,
about
right?
that because guess what? Who controls the price of the
Yeah,
gas?
so $2.50 is
Who
not a fair price.
controls?
And let me tell you something. And just like you say, it's not a fair price. You see, when we watched the gas price, and it all started back in the early 2000s.
Yep.
You remember it started back in early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And we remember a time. I'm talking about look here.
When gas was 89 cents,
89 cents.
90, no, 25 cents,
Yeah.
30 cents.
You know,
I mean,
you ain't
think about it.
You ain't,
Yeah, but isn't it like?
there was a time with the gas.
I
was
get
the
what you're
last thing
saying,
you had
But
to worry
it's
about.
like cost of
It is
living.
changing.
Yeah,
So the prices have
that's just like in New York. In New York, it costs a one-bedroom apartment might cost you $1,500. So with that being said, you might go to McDonald's and get a dollar burger down here for $2.50. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the cost of living and the way that
If they can pass.
I mean, that's gonna be wrong.
I know.
If they can pass it for trillions of dollars, let me tell you something. When they pass for trillions of dollars, you bail Wall Street out, the car companies, and they want to give the people 1,200, 600. Come on,
Right.
you know what? Let me
That's
tell you
nothing.
something.
That's
If you,
penny.
it's 300 or something million people in this country. If you took 300 something $1 million, you can give about $1 million. They pass it for trillions. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, it don't
So
add up, brother.
it's not about the cost of living. It's
Yeah.
about the ones, the 1%,
Right.
the ones that's in control, what they want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like he said, everybody out of the 300 million people, they gave everybody $1 million. Can you imagine what we would be, where we would be? Heck, if they just gave black people reparations.
You know, Bob
That's not gonna happen.
Marley say some people are so rich to they poor. That's why when people go to talk about who worth what, me personally, I don't care nothing about that. When I look around and see all this stuff, that's crazy. That's crazy that you got a guy like was Bezos, the old Amazon, $200 billion. What? Come on.
That makes no sense.
That's would you agree with that?
And you got people around here starving, people
Yeah, that's a
hungry.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't never tell me this the best country in the world for who?
Lisa said, tell your age. Tell your age, Alicia.
When
Gas
gas-
was 25 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 60. I'm proud to say I'm 60 years young, babies. Yes, all of that.
But yeah, I mean,
Lisa.
yeah. And one last thing, because we keep going to please every Thursday watch Talk Your Ish with Doc Popimp and
Yes.
Queen Cougar. They be doing their thing. It's a comedy show. So once again, Port to Port. That's PORT, the number 2 PORT music group everywhere, and you'll be including the website.
Yes.
Everywhere, and you can watch this content. You can stream. You can download. You can like. You can share. You can buy merchandise. You can check out our Instagram. Everything through the website. So just check us out. It says.
Oh, and wait a minute. Cash App.
Oh yeah,
Cash App.
yeah. Same thing. Cash App.
Yes.
Port to Port Music Group, PORT, the number 2 PORT Music Group. You know, if you want to donate, you know, towards the cause, we if you want to be sponsored, shout out Royal Blunts too.
Yes,
for sponsoring
yes.
us. They are only sponsor, but if y'all want to sponsor the show, if you want to donate,
hold on, cause see, you being nice. Let me put it to you plain and clear. Gas, lights, water, and rent. In order for us to maintain and continue to do what we do, we need support. Y'all, I don't care if you cash app $1. If 500 people cash app $1, come on, that's the light bill and the water.
Sharonda say you don't look it.
Girl, I feel it. Let play with it.
You know, something is good when you come out that movie making with Next Door.
Right.
See, because you let your next move be your best move.
Hold on now, you jumping on to that. We talking about this doggone cash app now. We talking about that $1.
That all that's part of cash app, but they help pay for all that.
That's right, but not $1, y'all. We don't want $1. How the people in the church do it? Let me start out with $10. $10.
No, then church, they tell you God love but you forgive them.
Yeah, God love you. Give them. But y'all listen.
The word of God say
$10. If you can't do 10, do 8. If you can't do 8, do 7. If you can't do 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Send some 4 for 4 money.
There you go. Send some by. What is it? Send by.
Some 4 for 4 money.
Yeah.
and we want the folding money, not the rolling money.
There you go. All right, y'all. Listen, we about to get it started. We are not going to do the secret tonight. We are not going to do the secret. It is my fault. I changed bags. Hollis went and bought me this beautiful bag from the African store on LaRoche and Skidaway. And y'all, let me tell you about that store. That store has the sea moss. It has the real peppermint. I'm not talking about that the sugary stuff. I ain't talking about this. I'm talking about the real mint that once you taste it, it comes in the form of crystals. It opens up your throat and everything. They have clothing. They have all of this.
They got black seed too.
They got black seed. They got everything that you need that comes from the motherland for your body. For your body. And I'm going to say this right here too. They got this stuff called honey. It's some kind of honey, and it's for the men, and it is the bomb.
Okay.
Yep, I said it. This is a grown folks show.
Hey,
honey.
I'm about to move this because we got some stuff. They ain't gonna want to see this microphone.
Oh, okay. Y'all listen. We're gonna bring our first guest on. We're gonna bring our first guest on. And give him some good music. Good music. Y'all, our first guest is Mr. Stephen Anfield. And he is here in the city of Savannah. Y'all need to look at JP. You all in front of the camera and everything. Lord, yes. You gonna set it up, brother. Look here. Let me do this right here. Y'all, the beautiful thing
I'm sorry.
about this guest is the fact that he caters to you. He caters to, he does personal caterings, okay? His caterings is for couples, for events. You know, he's just, we're going to show it to you. We're going to show it to you. We're going to show it to you. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness.
It's done, kind of knocked it.
That's all right. Just turn it all the way around this way.
Yeah.
Y'all guess what this
You want me
is?
to bring the rest of the stuff? I can bring
If
it
you
for
will, yeah, and then we'll just, Let me take this.
Oh, y'all, this is a tasting. This is a tasting.
So forgive it if it slid a little bit.
That's all right. That's all right. That is all right.
Okay.
Can we eat this whole cake tonight?
You can have it. All I want is the container that I brought.
You will have the content. Y'all, this is Chef Anfield. Oh, this smell like salmon.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness. Oh, my goodness.
y'all look. Look, can y'all see this? Oh my gosh. Look, y'all. I'm gonna bring this back a little bit.
Boy, look out.
Oh, it smells.
I'm
So
about to play some of that.
y'all, this is crab stuffed salmon.
Yeah, lemon butter.
Lemon butter. Oh, with yellow rice.
I got some plates and I do, but
I ain't
Key
waiting on
lime
that.
cake.
I want some of that. I want some of that key lime.
Some of this and
I
this.
want
You
some
don't
of
do
that.
this here?
You don't eat crab.
You don't eat crabs,
Yeah.
okay.
But I want
Y'all
some-
look at all the share.
I want some of that key lime.
Oh my God, and then look at that cake. That's right. And the food, yes. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my good. Hollis, baby, if you watch it, you talking about you was going to find you something to eat. Guess what? You don't have to go anywhere. We got a whole meal right here. Chef Anfield. Y'all, when I tell you, I'm smelling it. Do you smell it, Alex?
Yes.
Do you smell this?
It looks
It
good.
smells delicious. Oh my gosh. It smells good. It looks good. Presentation is everything. Come on in and sit down. What you get ready to do?
I like standing. I do.
You like to stand, but my people can't see you
Oh, they
while
can't
you
see me?
standing.
Oh.
No, I need them to see who you are.
See, right?
Yes, I need you to
Then I
tell
need to sit
people
down.
who you are. Yeah, all right, we got to be social distance, so I need you to move over just a tad bit. There you go. 'Cause I don't want nobody saying nothing about
Amen.
she ain't social distanced.
Amen.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Chef Anfield, who are you? Tell me about you and what made you decide to just do this beautiful presentation.
Well, cooking has always been the heart of my family and
Mm-hmm.
with my grandmother and auntie and all of them living. Well, she was a master baker. Her name was Bonzola Hart. And they lived in this huge house, with that big old wraparound porch, like, and it just covers the whole house. Almost.
Where at?
Over there in West Savannah. Yeah, they lived right over there next to Solomon Temple Church.
Yes,
And-
yes.
and okay, and then her name was Odessa Beeman, my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
But they both were masters in cooking, from hog-head cheese to from rooter to the tutor, like they say.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Somebody said, "Oh my gosh," when you said hog head cheese.
Oh yeah, I can make that.
Hog
too,
head cheese.
Yeah.
I remember that. We used to call it liver pudding.
but-
Liver
Hog
pudding.
maws, like
You-
hog maws.
Yeah,
No,
that-
not
no,
hog
no,
maws.
That's
no.
different.
Hog head cheese. Sauce. And all that.
Sauce meat.
Sauce meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that's what we were thrown to eat off
Yes.
and live off of, But that's history, and we'll go into another world digging into that.
Uh-huh.
What we were fed.
Mm-hmm.
But so we just took it and made the best of whatever we had. And anyway, we have the yellow rice and we have the key lime. And, I just want y'all to enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that I really can't. I can't eat that,
Uh-huh.
because of diabetes.
Oh, okay.
So, and I've lost about 120 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I think, because I was like 340 something.
Wow.
Like that.
But you know what? That was from all that good cooking.
Yeah.
That not good, but good cooking.
Does it run in your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't even feel like I have diabetes.
They did.
No more.
You would never know that you was 300 some pounds.
No, for
and
real.
I'm
For
60
real.
right now. So, and I
Mhm.
plan to get back to that age and not that age, but so to speak, but the body.
The body of when you were.
Yeah, when I was in high school.
Yeah.
You know?
Ain't nothing wrong with getting high school fine.
High school skinny.
High school skinny and for the men is high school skinny and for the women is high school fine.
Yeah.
You know?
And,
I dream of that a lot.
I'm
I
doing it.
dream of or getting to high school
You sound
fine.
like Dr.
Because guess
King
what?
just said.
Back then, I didn't know I was fine until I got older, and I was like, dang, I look at my pictures, and I'm like, I was something else back in the day.
All right.
You know, I had a
All
nickname.
right.
Alonzo McNeil, if you out there and you looking, I got something for you. Call me that. I ain't gonna even tell nobody what that name was. If you a friend of mine from back in the day, you remember that name. I promise you. If you can remember that name, I will cash app you $10.
I'll tell you.
That's right.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
I ain't telling you, man.
I don't mind telling mine.
What was
What the
yours?
girls used to call me?
What the girls used to call you?
Boy, that's so fine.
Go ahead. We just playing. We just
Oh,
playing.
I enjoy it. You know, y'all having fun, and that's what's up.
Yes.
But you know, all in all, you know, my greatest thing about cooking is just to watch people enjoy it.
To watch people enjoy it and eat.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this. From our conversation, you said that you like to do personal parties and what have you.
Okay, yeah, let me get a little bit into that. You know, you have couples, you know,
Right.
and sometimes you know, you want to go outside the box, think outside the box. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can call me.
Okay.
You know, I'm not saying don't just call anybody. I said call me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna set it off for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make you a nice meal. You know, I'm gonna do just like we would if we was at the Pink House restaurant
Mm-hmm.
in Paris or wherever. You know, we'd be right there in your living room
Mm-hmm.
with your nice table and your candle lights going. You know, and after that, you just, you know, go ahead and cash at me because daddy is gone and mama get ready to play with papa.
Oh.
All right.
So,
All right. All right. All right.
This is a grown folks show, y'all.
All right.
What now? Go ahead now.
and I feel like, you know, I've given a good service that can also save a marriage.
Right,
You
right.
know, that can enrich something that's
Mhm.
good. We as African Americans need to remember where we came from
Yes.
and who was the strong part of
Mhm.
that man's life, and that was that woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We had a conversation last night.
because she would take that beating,
Yes.
she would take that raping
Yes.
and everything, and she would still take care of that husband.
That's right.
What did I?
And she would cook
What did
Yeah.
I? What did I
take care of
say?
the babies.
Mm-hmm.
And it would go on and on from day in to day out.
Yes.
And she worked the fields right alongside that man
Yes. And still had to come and do all that she did.
and
Oh.
play with massa.
Yeah.
So
Thank-
when
thank-
is it that she
thank you,
did
brother.
not do?
Thank you. See.
So God is getting ready to fix the whole situation here
Mm-hmm.
in not Savannah, but in the United States, the whole world.
That's right.
We get ready to come up.
Mm-hmm.
We getting to rise. We getting
Mhm.
ready to rise.
Yes.
And not as just African Americans, but people who love and know how to treat one another.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be white and black.
That's right.
As long
That's
as you know how
right.
to treat somebody and we all working together, we can have some kind of harmony going on.
That's right. You know what, y'all? I have to say this. I looked at this movie this weekend. It was called Judas and the Black Messiah. It is out now on Hulu, and it's talking about the life and the death of Fred Hampton. What I liked about that movie was the fact that they showed everybody came together. Everybody that was impoverished came together. You had your Latinos, you had your poor whites, the KKK, blacks. Everybody came together for a common goal because everybody was suffering. It was no big eyes and little U's. And when J. Edgar Hoover saw that, when J. Edgar Hoover saw that, okay, and that's no disrespect to nobody. Don't even think that I'm picking on anybody. But that particular man was a menace to the United States of America. He had a hatred for certain people. And it wasn't just black people. He had a hatred for poor people.
You know.
You understand?
You know what? And I tell people, see, ain't no color on catching hell.
No,
You catching hell is catching hell.
exactly.
That's all to it.
Exactly.
Poor is poor. I say poor. I ain't say poor. Poor.
P.O.
poor.
Poor people. That's right. It don't matter what color you are,
Poor is poor.
what
Yeah.
gender you are, what genetic makeup you are. That man in he was just a horrible person.
Yeah. So
That's all I could say.
So the poor white folks, how you gonna be a starving racist?
Good question. How you just gonna hate for no reason when you right there in the same situation that the person you hating is in? Huh? Okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be here and more so to see you guys get into this food. I don't want it to get totally cold.
No, it's not. Maestro, could you please tell JP and CEO and everybody to come? Where the forks and the knives and all this stuff here? Yeah, I'm looking at this crab meat. Oh my God!
I had the rice sitting on top of it. That aluminum foil. That's why I pushed it down. But it wasn't.
Oh, that's all right. It don't matter.
It was beautiful.
Yes, it's still beautiful.
If we had the oven here, then it would have been different. I'd have been,
pulling it in and putting it out.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's all right. You did a wonderful job. And I really like this right now. This is the thing right here.
Oh, yeah, that's a dangerous cake.
That's a dangerous cake. It's dangerous.
Yeah, that's KL.
KL.
Yeah, it's all uneven now because of the.
I see the KL.
The ride,
Yes.
and I had the cake going everywhere. But that's for key lime. So
for key lime cake.
It looks.
That's all right, but it's good. I can look at it and tell that's good. I really want that. I'm not a big salmon eater, but I love crabs. So I'm gonna try the crab portion of it. You know what I'm saying? Did they go get the plates? I don't know. Come on now, come on. Y'all, and we do have our guests. We have our guest, our Mayor Pro Tem for the city of Savannah. She is here. Now, if an individual wanted to contact you personally, how could they contact you? I mean, if they wanted you to come and do a service for them, even if somebody wanted you to cater an event for them, how would they contact you?
Okay, I put all my stuff on Facebook.
Okay.
And it's a lot by word of mouth as well. And I like word of mouth. And if you get blessed to know who I am, then I feel like I'm blessed to know who you are.
Okay.
I put myself out there on Facebook. I told
how can they contact you on Facebook? Under what name?
Stephen Anfield.
Stephen Anfield? Okay. Yes. What about, is there a contact number, a phone number?
Okay, that number is 912-428-4540. Okay,
912-428-4540. Stancil. Can you post that number, please?
I was trying to find it on Facebook. So go ahead,
912-428-4540.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so tell JP to please bring the plates. There he is.
Get in.
Y'all, please tell them to come on. It's a whole bunch of folks back there. They can come and get this meal.
Sure
and yes, don't worry now. They're gonna eat it. Trust me, I can't eat it right now. But I'll be able to eat it once I finish with my guests. Hey, boo, how are you? JP's twin is in the building tonight. Yes.
That's his son.
Yes, that's his son. Okay, y'all. So listen, I want y'all to remember, contact Chef
Anfield.
Stephen Anfield. Stephen Anfield.
Yes.
Okay, here are the plates. Y'all dig in.
You guys serve yourself. I don't want to just pour you poison like they say.
Yeah.
You know what you can do.
Okay.
So,
well, hold on. Before you do that, hey, one time for the streets. I'm gonna take it in there so this stuff ain't just so everybody ain't reaching all over y'all while y'all doing y'all stuff.
Good to go.
You got the yellow rice.
Bring it a little closer because that is, y'all see how pretty and yellow that rice is. That's yellow rice. Okay. And
he said, "Don't tilt too much."
Lemon butter salmon with stuffed crab meat.
Lemon butter salmon with stuffed crab meat. Hollis, you better bring yourself on here. And you was worried about
Y'all
getting
can,
you
y'all can
something to
see
eat.
the y'all can see the cake.
And the key lime cake. Yes.
You want some of this?
Yes, indeed. Okay,
buddy.
Mr. Stephen Ansfield, we are so thankful that you came.
Amen.
Y'all, Dr. Tanya Howard Hall, you know, she called me, she texted me, she said, I have a man that is so awesome and he wants to come on the show and talk about his business as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And I am so thankful that you came. I'm just so grateful that, you know, and you came. Anybody else that want us to showcase your business, your talents or whatever, by all means, we welcome you to come to the show. We welcome you to come and bring your wares as well. Okay? And we're going to let everybody know if that is what they say it is. And I could tell from the smell, it is what you said. It is. Thank you so much for coming. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you. All right. Where's Maestro? Maestro in there feeding his face. He in there feeding his face. He ain't even thinking about our next guest that's coming on. And y'all, we won't be here long tonight. We won't be here long. The only reason we'll be here long is if y'all calling in and y'all asking questions. Call in. Our mayor
We have
pro
somebody
tem.
ask, can he come to South Carolina?
Can he come to South Carolina, Mr. Anfield? Can you go to South Carolina?
Yeah, I can go to South Carolina, yes.
Yes, he can go to South Carolina. He most certainly, tell him you can go to South Carolina.
Yes, we can travel to South Carolina and a few more other places. I'm still doing some expanding as far as going places, but I have 40 years of experience in the culinary art and some grandmama and mama too, you know, in there.
Yeah, it is.
So if you want good food, then you call me and we'll make arrangements wherever you are.
Uh-huh.
You know, I went as far as Jacksonville to the some kind of building. I guess it's a building for a group, a military building. But I you know, worked with the soldiers. I took care of them for years. I had Fort Stewart and Hunter, and I'm familiar and good with people.
All right.
I'm certified. Yes, I am. You know, black man is certified chef. I'm not just somebody who's talking. I know what I know and I do what I do.
Hey.
So if you want good food, I'll do what I said I'll do, and I'll keep my word. My word is my bond. That's all I have.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Amen.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. The rice is hitting. I can't wait. Oh, look at him. Look at him, y'all. He's stomping that feet.
It's not just yellow rice.
No, I don't want to eat right now. I'll eat when I finish. All right, y'all. Maestro, can we have the music for our next guest? Yes. Stand so. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Stand so, you there? You there, Stand so? All right. Come on. Oh, you know you gotta rock with me, right? Oh, okay. You gotta rock with me. There we go. Oh. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you something that the maestro said. Come on now. Come on. Hey. All right. Thank you so much, Maestro. Y'all, guess what? The Maestro said, now, I don't know if the Mayor Pro Tem gonna rock when she get it. I said, oh, yes, she is. Now, because guess what? She been rocking from day one. Ever since she went down to City Hall, she been rocking and fighting for the 5th District. Yes. Maestro, you got to turn that off because I want these folks to hear everything that she is about to say.
Yes, Maestro, you got to turn that off because I want you folks to hear.
Now, Stand so, you got to turn that down. Yeah, you got to turn it down. All right. Okay, now, everybody. Everybody. Like, share. People in Savannah, this is serious. This is serious. I need you to call your family, your friends, even folks you don't like, and tell them to listen to what is being said right now. This is all encompassing the fairgrounds. You know that place we used to go to back in the day? Before they closed it down, before they sold it? Where all the rides were every October, November it came. The city eventually bought the land. Excuse me, y'all kind of loud. You're too loud. Thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. The city bought the land, and they bought the land supposedly for an economic driver in the city. They paid $2.9 million for the property. 2.9 million. Our city, our tax dollars, our property taxes, our water bills, okay, the fines that we pay, everything comes from the people. The people. Okay? Now, our Mayor Pro Tem is here, and she is here to give us a history on what's been going on with our fairgrounds and the processes that has taken place. I'm going to give her the opportunity to tell you all. Now, I might come in and ask some questions, but I need you all to make sure that you share, and like. Call folk and tell them. Because y'all, let me say this. When we downtown, when we under the gold dome, fighting tooth and nail. She been fighting for 8 years, going on 9 years. Now it's 9 years. 10 years. She been fighting for 10 years. Come on, somebody. Alderwoman, Dr. ESTELLA Edwards SHABAZZ, our Mayor Pro Tem. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Alderwoman at Large, Post 2, Alderwoman Alicia Blakely. Thank you so much for the opportunity to allow me to come in to your show today.
Yes.
This evening. Due to the fact that with your listening audience, they are people who are involved and engaged, and you have really taken them up the bar.
Yes.
Since you've been in office, and you have used this platform, your platform, to give the people a listening ear.
Yes.
On what is going on downtown.
Hold 1 second. Excuse me. Knock on that window. You all are too loud. Thank you very much. Okay, y'all, I had to make sure that I want y'all to hear. I don't want no noise in the background because I want y'all to hear everything she has to say. Go ahead. These representatives on tonight are 2 of the 4 elected city council members who know who their constituents are and what they need because they speak with the constituents. Thank you so much, Melinda Gwen Thornton.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And with the last city council, or with this particular administration we're in now, has been such a wonderful thing for me. I don't know about nobody else, but you all have come in, and your writer just now, who just mentioned about we know we are.
Yes.
We hear the people, and we're not confused on why we're there.
Exactly.
Now, in reference to the subject matter that we are talking about tonight, which is the fairgrounds, and I too, along with our Alderwoman at Large, Blakely, has stated, if you all can call all your people in.
Yes. Call everybody.
Call them all in.
Yes.
We need everybody listening because due to the fact that there is some evil stuff, and I said it.
Said. Y'all, I told you, I'm just going to reiterate what she said. It's some evil stuff. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
Going on with the fairgrounds, and it's just so unfortunate, but still, what Maya Angelou, somebody says, still like dust we rise.
We rise. That's Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still
They may
like
beat
dust.
Me
Yeah.
and criticize.
That's right.
But still like dust.
We
I rise. That's right. Come on now.
And so we're not going to get tired. And you all have really elected some people to these offices and these seats that don't get no ways tired. And especially when we are serving and representing you.
Mm-hmm.
The fairgrounds, as Alderwoman Blakely has stated, a conversation started back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you some history in her street, everybody who really is not up on the fairgrounds. During that time, it was Stephanie Cutter, who was the city manager, and she introduced it to the Jackson, in the Jackson administration at that time. And so that's from 2014.
And it's 2021.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I just want everybody to know we are in our 7th year.
7 years
of talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
And in the place where I come from, and that is, from the cloth, from the spiritual place, I kind of like what's happening right now. I feel real good.
Okay, come on.
Because the number 7
is what? Completion. That's right.
Completion. Over and time for the right thing to take place.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm excited that the people saw fit to bring me back.
Yes.
To City Hall, so that we can make this thing right and get this fairgrounds to what the people has asked for. Now, where we are now, in talking, like I said, back in 2014, we started the conversation. It was brought to us about the fairgrounds property. It was purchased, and I have the documentation. I tell, if you watch the city council meetings, I hold up documents often because I want you all.
She has receipts. We call them receipts. She ain't just talking off the side of her neck. Show it. Receipts.
Yes.
Thank you, baby.
I have the records from what our actions have been, and I'm looking at the agenda items back from February 22nd, 2016, as I was talking about the fairgrounds property. On August the 4th, 2016, the motion to add the purchase of the fairgrounds to the agenda was made. And then we went on down to August the 5th. We're still in 2016. There was an executive session regarding real estate. And upon the motion, Alderwoman SHABAZZ made the motion and was seconded by Alderman Johnson. And it was carried that council accepted the offer to purchase the fairground site for $2.9 million from the seller. And this was in 2016.
2016.
August 5th, 2016. All right. We're going on down to March the 30th, 2017. We're in 17 now.
2017.
The agenda item in reference was talking about me, commented in that particular council meeting. Alderwoman Shabazz stated she would like to make the public aware that within 45 days, she will be hosting a town hall meeting to discuss concerns in reference to the future of the fairgrounds property.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just remind most of you,
Mm-hmm.
and before Alderwoman Blakely became elected, I called her the Black Press. She was the Black Press, and
Yes.
and she came, and she, the device was just a little bit smaller back then, but she was live, family. She was live. She came on in every time I made a call, because I didn't have anybody else to call and to bring the truth of the matter to the people.
Yes.
Yes. And she came in. So back when we first was starting to do this fairgrounds property,
Right.
I went to the public.
Yes.
Back in 2016.
Yes.
All the way through and having town hall meetings
Yes.
until we couldn't have any more town hall meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been keeping this in front of the public
For
now
a very long
for a
time.
very, very long time.
Y'all,
So-
let me say this. The fairgrounds property is in the 5th district. This is the district that Alderwoman Shabazz represents. We're talking about Tatumville. We're talking about
Fowler
Liberty City, Fowler Park, Sylvan Terrace, Popular Place, all of that. Summerside. Y'all, that's over there by DeRen and DeRen Elementary and DeRen Middle School, Hodge Elementary, Beach High School, okay, Camp Park, all that. The largest population of African Americans in the city is in her district.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
That's right.
I just had to let the people know what we're talking about and the location.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Okay.
Absolutely. And as we continue to move forward with what Alderwoman Blakely just mentioned, now the majority in the 5th district, like you said, is the largest district land mass wise.
Land mass, exactly.
The largest,
Mhm.
and we have one of the top 3 districts in the city of Savannah that is majority Black, majority African American. I'm not talking about Black and brown folks and all this minority, terms that people use. I'm clearly talking about majority Black districts in the city of Savannah. So I keep that on top of my mind, and our Alderwoman who fight the good fight with me and with the 5th district is very, very clear on the population percentage of the districts.
I live in the 5th district. You know what we forgot about?
What's that?
The 5th district also expands to Middle Ground Road, the south side. When she said the largest land mass, she is correct. It goes from the south side, Hunter Army Airfield, all of that is considered the 5th district. So if you live in that area, any of those areas that we spoke about, you need to be watching tonight.
Even at Bradley Point area,
Yes.
over in that area, Cambridge Road, off of 17, all of that is the 5th district.
Yes.
And some conversations come up with some of these council persons, and they're talking about, it's all of the city money that was involved. But the thing about it is, the reason why the city organization is the way, or the executive structure of the city, that the way that it is, so it can have representation throughout the entire city.
Yes.
And therefore, there are 6 districts.
Yes.
I'm gonna calm down.
No, you tell them. Tell them.
There are 6 districts in the city of Savannah, and each district alderperson is supposed to mine the trees and everything else. There's a forest and there are trees.
Yes.
We're talking about the trees.
Right.
You, the mayor, and Alderwoman Keisha Gibson Carter
Yes.
are the forest keepers.
Hello, y'all heard that? That's coming from the mayor pro tem.
Yes.
Come on, somebody, go ahead now.
You all are the forest keepers.
Yes.
And we, the district alderpersons,
Manage the trees.
we manage the trees.
Yes.
So these alderpersons who come in and talk about, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this in somebody else's district, no.
No.
Just like Alderwoman Bernetta Lanier stated in our last city council meeting, you know, other alderpersons coming to talk about situations that is happening in an individual's district, that is just so rude. That is just totally out of order.
That's out of pocket.
Due to the fact,
Mm-hmm.
this is not even a third. This is not even, this does not even, this does not even match the amount of work
Come
that I
on,
have
somebody.
gathered up in over 7 years
Mhm.
in working, or in the 7th year, working on this fairgrounds.
Yes.
So nobody can come in and talk about, well, I've been around too. Well, you know, a bit of a two was around, so you
Yeah,
know.
come on now. Hello. Y'all, wait a minute. She wanted to know, Ramona asked the question, what are the plans for that land? What's
All right.
the plans for that land?
I'm gonna get to it. I just wanted to go back and to let y'all know how far back we've been talking about this.
Yes.
So when you hear people talk about, well, we need to take a seat, we need to take a step back, and we need to wait a minute because y'all moving too fast, I needed y'all to understand that we're in the 7th year of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
How fast are we moving?
We ain't moving fast enough because when the Rockingham projects came up there, baby, it was a done data.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said it. It didn't even take 6 months.
that's right.
They came before, and guess what? They voted for it. They voted for it because guess why? It was not going to benefit African Americans. I'm putting it out there just like that. I'm putting it out there. One person said, my child will be able to get a job paying $15 an hour. Well, let me say this. The Fairgrounds project will be able to, if it goes through, will be able to employ people at $50,000 a year. 50, 60, 70,
That's right.
maybe even 100,000.
That's right.
You understand? So guess what? I don't want my child making $15 an hour if my child can make $50,000 a year.
And that's a part of
Come on, somebody.
that's a part of the fight. That's a part of the big fight that we're
Yes,
having
yes.
right now. Let me move forward into what I want to talk about some more. Now, there were RFPs, requests for proposals, that were put out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about 3 of them
Mm-hmm.
that has been put out.
Mm-hmm.
One of those, listen, family. One of those proposals that we had to fight. We had to fight real hard.
Yes.
Was
Tell
that-
them to turn that light back on, please.
Was that during the Eddie DeLoach's administration,
Mm-hmm.
and the majority of that administration was white.
Yes.
And it got to the point with that RFP, that request for proposal that
Yes.
was coming in, that they were just trying to take away and use some other words and taking it away.
Mm-hmm.
And want to sell the fairgrounds project
Mm-hmm.
for $1 in that RFP.
A quick claim deed to the Frank Callen Boys and Girls Club for $1. All that property for $1. Do y'all hear what I'm saying?
And what they wanted to do with that, because they had their boys and girls waiting on the side. I'm talking about grown folks when I say boys and girls. I'm talking about
the developers,
yes,
the
yes,
past elected officials,
yes.
who's still in
Mm.
the plan. And y'all, guess what? We are now we're still under the Eddie DeLoach administration. Okay, y'all, I told you we was gonna give it to you now. Raw and uncut. Maestro, close that door, please. We was gonna give it to you tonight. Okay, go ahead. And y'all, I'm sorry that there's a lot of movement going on in the studio tonight because they bought a whole bunch of food. So forgive us. Go ahead.
So there was a big pushback and you were definitely a part, came to the mic, did everything
Yes.
Back then in that administration that you were supposed to do, and also put it on camera for everybody.
Yes.
We filled up the chamber
Mhm.
with the community
Yes.
and changed the minds of that city council vote
Yes.
on that RFP.
Mhm.
So since that time, let me just give y'all a few more dates. Y'all just hold on. I'm coming to it. I'm gonna speed it up, but I just want y'all to know because everybody don't know.
That's right. A lot of people don't know. When you have a situation like the Fairground Project that could empower, that could be an economic driver for a certain community, and you have so many people blocking it, it's like, why? I just read where Georgia Southern, Georgia Tech, is getting ready to do a film school.
You know I got it for you.
A whole film school, y'all. So now that's telling me the main thing that Alderwoman SHABAZZ wanted to do with the let me see this, with the Fairgrounds Project was to put a sound stage, something similar but on a much smaller scale than what Tyler Perry has in McDonough, Georgia. Is it McDonough?
I don't know. It's on the McPherson.
McPherson, yes.
That's how the old
Fort
building.
McPherson,
That's-
Fort McPherson, military post.
That's in Atlanta.
Okay, in Atlanta. So that would be at our fairgrounds. It would be something like that, but on a smaller scale. That means that folk will come in from all over. Now, last year, the film industry in Savannah made over $23 million. All right, here you go. Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm way low. The film industry gives $266 million boost to the local economy in 2019.
Say so.
266 million. Okay, Savannah may be getting a large-scale film studio on the site that currently houses Georgia Tech's local campus. At a meeting of the University System of Georgia Board of Regents Committee on Real Estate on Tuesday, Sandra News, the University System of Georgia's Vice Chancellor for Real Estate and Facilities, presented the board with plans to convert the campus into a major production studio in partnership with Georgia Film Academy. Did you hear that? Now, this was written February the 10th, 2020.
All right. So let me bring you. See what happened. What happened was this February 10th was last week.
Last week.
Okay. So let me connect these dots. We had an RFP that went out last year in 2020.
Yes.
The RFP went out on May the 28th. I got the minutes right here. It was item number 43, consideration for the release of the RFP to seek a public-private partnership for future development of the fairgrounds, including a master plan. On May the 28th, 2020,
yes.
it went out. We received from that RFP 3 proposals.
3 proposals. Go ahead now.
Y'all listen now, because here come the battle. 3 proposals came in. The 3 proposals came in, and on October the 22nd, y'all remember, October the 22nd. On October the 22nd, I'm gonna let our Alderwoman at large, post 1, read from the minutes.
The minutes of the city.
October the 22nd meeting.
Oh, purchasing items. Mayor Johnson, wait a minute. Acceptance of 3 proposals to develop the fairgrounds property and the next steps. All right, yeah, y'all share. I see the numbers going up. Share. Yeah, even call folk in that sitting back saying, no, that ain't true. Everything we saying is true. We got receipts, baby. Receipts, documentation. Okay, Mayor Johnson stated, this is not a decision, and asked the city manager to discuss the proposals. City Manager Monahan outlined the RFP process and the 3 accepted proposals. Now, mind you, we accepted those RFP proposals,
That's
okay? Mr. Monahan gave details of the 3 proposals. He outlined the next steps for the selection of the awarded firm. The next steps, now they done gave the proposals. We selected the 3. Now he's telling us what the next steps are gonna be.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mr. Monahan recommended council view presentations from all 3 firms. Keep that thought in mind, okay? The first event will be a Zoom meeting. The second presentation would be live at the Johnny Mercer Theater at the Civic Center. The public would provide input after the second presentation for council to select the winning firm. Staff would then negotiate the final terms of the development agreement and begin to bind the proposal into commitments, timelines that would be backed by performing guarantees. Mayor Pro Tem thanked the city manager for moving the fairgrounds development along and getting the proposals to this final phase. Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. SHABAZZ, moved to approve item 12 per the city manager's recommendation. Alderwoman Miller Blakely seconded. The motion passed unanimously. Receipts, okay?
That happened on October the 22nd, 2020. We finally, after that property was introduced to the council in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, in the 6th year.
Someone has a question over here.
What's the
They
question?
said, didn't former state representative J. Craig Gordon have a vision for a soundstage? Was it a blowback from the community that shot the proposal down?
No.
Well, let me tell you about that. It was. When he first submitted it, I was so, and I've got to say this publicly, I was so.
Yes, go ahead. It was. I was at the meeting.
Yes.
I was at the meeting. Yes, it was.
It was so
Yes,
much
it was.
stuff going
But it wasn't
on.
it wasn't a blowback from the people in the community. It was a blowback from CETA. I said in the meeting, come on, somebody. Come on now. Yeah, I'm talking tonight. Go ahead, Mayor Pro Tem.
And with my not, being on council that time and having to fight even more folk by myself, that thing, I voted against it the first time. But that's all it took, was for me to wake up to what was going on in that fairgrounds, and I've been woke ever since. You understand, people? I've been woke ever since. So true enough, there was. That question, answer is yes, it was. It was. And that was just so unfair. And I believe if I was informed as much as I am now, and a person, a private person, that time he was offering to buy the property.
Yes.
For more than what
it
city
was worth. That's right. I remember.
He was offering to do that. So yes, to answer that question, yes. And that was a stumble and just a mistake, and here we are right now. Yeah.
But wait a minute now. Let's talk about that meeting that all of the 5th District Neighborhood Association presidents went to. Okay? And the advisors. I just happened to sit in that meeting where they were trying to convince the neighborhood association presidents to do what? You remember, with the fairgrounds property.
They were, I know exactly what meeting you were talking about at that time. We've had so many meetings at that time.
Yes, that was with I want to say Rochelle Tony. Was that with her? It was one of those, might have been Stephanie Cutter. All of us was in the meeting together, and we were talking about the fairgrounds project. Well, and they wanted CETA to actually get a portion of it to build the sound stage.
Exactly.
Come
I
on,
know
somebody.
exactly
I
what you're
know what
talking
I'm
about.
talking about.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Alderwoman Blakely.
Yes.
You are so right. And the reason why, see, one thing about, I tell you, one thing about the neighborhood association presidents and leadership of the 5th district, they be on top of their game now.
That's right.
Y'all hear me? And they have to call me in. They have to call, come here, Dr. Shabazz. We need y'all to make, we need you to make sure you're paying attention to this.
That's right. That's right.
So true enough, they were there and saying, wait a minute. These folks want to come in and try to purchase this fairgrounds. Here, there was Representative Gordon at the time wanting to purchase.
Yes.
With a check in hand.
In hand.
To
And
do so.
let me tell you, let me bring you back even further.
Lord have mercy.
We were talking about how certain communities, when the film industry come in and these people are producing these films, how they give so much money for using the person's community.
Yes.
How they did community benefits.
Yes.
And how Isle of Hope, remember, was getting all that money.
Yes.
And then the 5th district, those folks wasn't getting hardly nothing. Yeah, I said it. Like, and share.
The big picture, as we are talking, see, we're talking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
The big picture with this is that the fairgrounds, even though we, the community, we have enjoyed the community as a wonderful place of amusement.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The fairgrounds is the last piece of land, large piece of acreage.
Yes.
That's left in the city of Savannah to be developed, that's owned by the city of Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
This piece of property will bring millions and millions and millions of dollars. I don't want y'all to get this thing confused. This fight is not about Dr. Shabazz.
Mm-hmm.
This fight is about who is going to get the money basket. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Who is going to get the money basket? And I've got to put it out there.
Put it out there, doctor.
I'm going to say it. It is that.
Hold on. Alderwoman Keisha Gibson Carter says, hit right there where it says see more. See, oh, shucks. Hold on. I need you to go back. Stancil.
I can read it for you.
You can read it? We read that part where Alderwoman Gibson Carter. Go ahead, Mayor Pro Tem.
It's about the dollars.
Yes.
And it's about those who want to continue to oppress the Black community with having us to continue to live in poverty.
Yes.
Poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Poverty.
Former intern city manager Monahan drafted, advertised, and presented the RFP prior to his exodus. A few short months later, the new city manager, Michael Brown, enters and decides there are environmental issues, etc., with the property. In addition, several excuses were given as to why the selection process should succeed.
Thank you so much, Alderwoman Gibson Carter. She's just trying to keep us on point.
Yes.
Trying to keep us on point.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's what happened.
Yes.
That's what happened. Let's get back.
Okay. Come on. Now, let me say this right here. Y'all, I'm going to break it down to you. Okay. Monahan.
Yeah.
Patrick Monahan, city manager, $20,000 a month. Let's break it down now. I'm bringing it to you. $20,000 a month. Said, hold that thought, baby. Said that the RFPs that he received for the fairgrounds was good.
Proposals.
The proposals was good, was okay. Next step, go to the Civic Center, do a Zoom, then do a presentation, then pick the winning team.
There you go.
Now here you have the new city manager, Michael Brown, who has been here 15 years, way before, coming back in now and saying, oh no, it's some environmental issues that's messed up with the fairgrounds. And I'm like this, I'm insulted that you would even challenge the people, some of the individuals who have been across the country building institutions for the federal government, across the country building buildings that we wouldn't even fathom. How are you going to say that these people are not qualified? You insulted me and you insulted the intelligence of these people that did the RFP. Go ahead.
That's right. The thing about it is, thank you so much, Alderwoman Blakely. Thank you so much, Alderwoman Keisha Gibson Carter, for going straight to the core of all of this.
Yes.
The RFP was given out. Alderwoman Blakely read the minutes from the agenda. We were ready when City Manager Patrick Monahan was in place. He moved it forward in October. The next month, we were supposed to get ready for the Zoom meetings and for the meetings over at the Civic Center. During that time, from October to November, the guard changed.
Yes.
The guard changed from City Manager Monahan to the interim City Manager Michael Brown.
Yes.
Michael Brown, I said, well, I need to get this stuff on the agenda so we can get it moving according to what we voted on unanimously. He said, well, Dr. Shabazz, I'm just getting in as a city manager. We've got to approve a budget and have a balanced budget by the end of December. Can we just hold off on the fairgrounds until we get this the budget done? I said, well, fair enough. Since you got here, and I know the budget is very, very important. I knew the mayor was depending on him to.
Oh, wait a minute. Listen to what Terry Mobley said.
Yes.
There wasn't any environmental issues when the community fair was there with the previous owners.
Oh, you hitting it.
Play with that.
Because we moved around that fairgrounds like it wasn't nothing. We had no problems.
They had no problems. Come on, somebody. Come on now.
Thank you, Ms. Mobley, for that.
Thank you,
Wasn't
Ms.
that
Mobley. Terry Talbot asked a question. Could you please pull that question back up?
It says, who is getting the money?
Who's getting the money? Who been getting the money for all these years in this city? 55.3% African American, and we ain't got nothing to show for it. But everybody downtown living large and looking good. Come on, somebody. Yeah, I said it. This is a I said it moment. See, I told her she gonna be nice.
A comment on
But
this
I'ma
one.
be
Somebody
naughty.
said, and your current mayor is a part of this land grab.
Come on, somebody. Come on. Say that again.
And your current mayor is part of the land grab.
It take 5 votes. It take only 5 votes in the city to get anything. It makes no sense that we, 55.3% of the population is African Americans in this city. We have been under an administration of predominantly African Americans for the last 20 plus years. And we don't have nothing to show for it because folk wanted to build consensus. Now, this ain't her talking, this me talking. Folks wanted to build consensus and go along to get along. While everybody else was building economics. This is a I said it moment. It makes no sense that we still in the same situation we're in right now. Who pulling the strings? Who is the puppet master? Shed, God darn it.
Ramona Drayton Jackson said, Bay Street Gang has District 5 on chokehold.
I told you, your mayor's buck broke.
Wake up, people, and stop following the mayor and his pocket full blindly. That's Melinda Gwen Thornton. Wow.
It takes 5.
It takes 5, y'all. Only 5.
And this right here, this fairgrounds situation, we could have voted. We could have moved forward.
Yes.
On a developer before now.
Yes.
But when I was talking about the city manager, he asked me to wait, and I said, okay, we'll wait. January came, the budget was approved. Okay, city manager, it's Michael Brown now. Let's talk about this fairgrounds.
Yes.
And the only conversation that we had to have was what Patrick Monahan and the council
has
already voted on.
We voted on it.
We just needed to move we needed to move with the action what we voted on. Lo and behold, family, here we go.
Come on, somebody. Come on, Mayor Pro Tem.
Another comment, they say they think that the black community is stupid and still sleeping. Thank you to the four for fighting for the people.
That's right.
You're so welcome.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So we need sisters like y'all.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I have zero respect for the mayor, and I'm speaking as an alpha male. Like I say, he's buck broken. I don't even see I don't even see him as a man. Because for number one, for him to sit up there and let that devil speak ill about y'all. He let that devil speak ill about you. He didn't put that devil in his place. That's what he should have did. But when you're weak and buck broken, you ain't got nothing to you.
Come on now.
Be who you really are.
Nah. It makes absolutely no sense. Y'all, I told you we talking tonight. Oh, we talking. And we got receipts. And guess what? If you don't like what look here, challenge what we saying. You can't even challenge it. Because what we telling is what God loved. And that's the truth.
And the last comment was the truth. They think they see
it's the truth. Yeah, share.
They think we're just stupid. That's what they just think we're just stupid. And every time when we stand up, then that's a problem.
Absolutely. That's what they say. Every time we standing up, they just troublemakers.
We raising hell.
We got some more questions.
No, we ain't raising hell. We raising
the
awareness.
Hold
on. I was shocked to hear that there was a problem when it was supposed to be final. I know you was, Vanessa Taylor. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. You said we had another question. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Maestro finished.
No. When it comes to us, see, white folks, they want the maximum for the minimum. Why they work the minimum and get paid the maximum?
Come on now.
Is it, what's his name? They say you think Monahan unintentionally opened the RFP so the project would have to be postponed?
No.
And
But due to the fact, let me hold on right there. When Mr. City Manager Monahan, he did not open the proposals. We accepted the proposals.
Yes.
The proposals have not been seen by the city council members, nor has it been seen by the mayor.
No.
He kept the process clean. The only thing that he was doing for us was recommending the next steps for us to move forward.
Yes.
To choose one of those proposers to develop the fairgrounds property. So no, he was not out of order. He kept things. He was the one that really, it took him to come on board to even get it to that.
8 years later. 8 years later. 8 years. It's sad that every time it's something that's going to benefit African Americans in this city, we always got to get a consultation. We always got to do a study. We always got to figure it out. But the Rockingham Farms project, bam, in less than what? 6 months.
And also something that was on the agenda, the Drayton Street property. That property.
Yes.
That property came on the agenda maybe a month and a half.
Yes.
And then within that time period, or a maximum of 2 months, that whole thing turned around just like that.
It was sold, and it wasn't even sold for market rate.
You better say it.
It wasn't even sold for what it was worth. Oh, y'all, we talking tonight. We talking just like that property over there by the Con Ed building. Just before I even got in office. The Con Ed building, the one that's already up on MLK, and I believe it's what, Hall Street?
Right.
Right next to the Con Ed building where Buccaneer used to be. Oh, baby, that property was sold for little or nothing. But now you got high-rise apartments up there. Oh, and we can't even afford to live in them. Right across from Fraser Homes and Caton Homes and all of that. Come on.
What they're trying to do, they're trying to wipe the city out. That's what they're trying to do. They want to wipe the city out.
Gentrification, gentrifying everything.
And see, the trick is, black folks, oh, I live in Poole, I live in Port Wentworth. when it's all right here in the city.
Yes, you live in Pooler where you think it's cooler.
You know,
That's right.
It's
That's right.
cooler in Pooler while they making you fooler away from Savannah, Georgia. Come on, somebody. Yeah, I'm talking tonight. I sure am. The new zoo was designed so that we could be zoned out of certain areas.
look at down there by that GW on River Street. Then you go over on Farm. Look at all of that.
Mm-hmm.
How many jobs in this city do you think the money that black folks make even pay for that?
Come on now.
Hell, long shoes.
And they was given $32 million. They was given a $32 million bond.
Oh, yeah.
For the JW property. Now I ain't gonna lie, I was down there Saturday night, me and Hollis, for Valentine's. It was beautiful. It is truly an adult playground. It is beautiful. And everybody that live in the city of Savannah need to make it their business to go down there. Because guess what? You paying for it.
You know what's funny?
You paying for it. Your tax dollars.
You go down to that JW Marriott, here there's the people that hate us, but you go in there, what you got on the wall? You got all this black art on the wall.
They do.
It's a beautiful. You know what I loved when I walked in there? Because I saw one of them pictures look like my nephew. Another one looked like Johnny Morgan. If you listening, another one looked like you.
But they don't even they don't understand none of that. They don't
believe you me, they understand it.
No.
They understand it better than we do. That's why it's there. That's why I'm telling y'all, take advantage of it. Go down there. Go down there.
Somebody over here, Phyllis Russell, says they are blowing smoke by raking up trash and cutting down bushes and blinding the people. If they are doing good for the communities, please watch them.
Hold on, listen. Terry Talbot. Read what Terry Talbot said. Did the interim city manager provide environmental documents to validate his position? And which company provided the environmental issues for the site? And if it is an environmental issue, there are
companies could be that. Okay, let me go. If it is an environmental issue, there are companies could be remedied. So if that is an issue, then whoever caused the environmental issues have the responsibility to remove it.
Well, let me tell y'all, family, that really hits home for me. I'm a graduate. I'm also a civil engineer.
Yes.
And I've been a civil engineer for over 33, 34, 35 years. Now, when we talking about that, and that is right down the line of my work.
Yes.
When we talk about the environments.
Mm-hmm.
And as again, this project has been my project and my eyes on it. So to answer your question, Mr. Talbot, I'm bringing it here. These are the environmental documents.
Come on now.
These are the environmental documents.
Come on now.
The environmental, the due diligence on the fairgrounds was done.
That's right.
Therefore, and see what's happening now, they can't stand it. They can't stand it because I'm coming with it as your older women and the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't playing the radio.
That's right.
With them in reference to this project.
That's right.
The environments were done. They were done. There is the divisions of the FEMA properties, along with, let me help you out some more. Oh, I came ready because I stay ready when it comes.
Receipts.
When it comes to our communities.
Share.
When we're talking about the environments, I have the environmental maps right here in reference to the zones. We are talking about the city manager was saying that there was a problem with the grounds. You see, the environmentals were done. All of these documents.
Let me hold these receipts up for you. Receipts.
All of them were done.
Receipts, y'all. Receipts.
They can't play with me or pull no wool over my eyes. I am an engineer and have been that engineer for over 30 years. I ain't sleeping on this and I ain't playing with this. Not at all.
Come on now.
Now, Anthony Motrell says the downtown area is historically black. They were pushed out for the current downtown scene. Is it safe to say that the Canal District project is another push to move blacks out of the city and into smaller towns like Pooler and Port Woodworth?
This is the reason why Alderwoman Lanier,
Yes.
and along with myself,
Mm-hmm.
Alderwoman Blakely, and Alderwoman Gibson Carter, we are wide awoke.
Yes.
Due to the fact that gentrification are in the minds of the establishment, the old established guard of the city of Savannah, who want to push Black people into a corner and to take these properties, because these are the largest properties, the largest landmass that is left in the city of Savannah, and they want these places for themselves.
Yes, yes.
This property, the arena and the fairgrounds.
Let me tell y'all something. They want to put so-called affordable housing on the fairgrounds. Let me say this. If you making 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000, you don't need affordable housing. You'll be able to go wherever the heck you want to go and buy you a house.
Any place you want to go.
What's that on Louisville Road? You know, that they put back up in there.
You talking about where the canal district is?
On the other side.
Where the arena brickyard?
No, right on the other side. You know, if you coming down Louisville Road for
Oh, Georgia Ports. Georgia Ports. They got a whole gate right there.
that new road back.
That new road. That's Georgia Ports Authority. That's where the trucks come off of Highway 16 and go into Georgia Ports Authority. That's a whole new gate. They're getting ready to beautify that whole area over there off of Louisville Road.
Let me tell you something. See, they think y'all some, and I'm gonna say just, but see, and probably when they in talks, they think y'all some four dumb little Black girls. But see, they don't know what they're dealing with. See, they're dealing with
Far from it.
They're dealing with Harry and Fanny, huh? And all. See, they're dealing with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
See, that ain't up with that spirit coming through y'all.
That's right.
That's all
right.
it is.
It's alive and it's well.
That ain't up with that spirit coming
It's
through.
alive and it's well.
Y'all ancestors is coming through y'all.
Yes,
Huh?
yes, and it's alive and well.
Y'all being wrong. See, they call it, if they want to call it raising hell, then goddamn so be it.
Oh.
Then goddamn so
Nah,
be
don't
it.
cuss.
Well, look here.
Don't cuss. Don't cuss.
Look here. We ain't come to be nice.
We
They ain't
raising
been nice
hell.
to us for
We
466
raising
years.
awareness. We are raising awareness. We want you all to understand what is really going on. See, let me tell you something. Them folks that was there before, they was going along to get along. Because all of this information that we are putting before you now, this is stuff that has been in the making for years. We've been blinded for years.
For years.
But guess what? Like I said, we a sleeping giant. We in slumber. Baby, we waking them up. When you sent us to City Hall, all of y'all that's watching, you didn't send us down there to go along, to get along. You didn't send us down there to play the game. You sent us down there to change the game.
That's right.
And that's what we're doing right now, y'all. We're changing the game because we're making you aware of what's going on. And what we need you all to do is go into your communities, have conversations in your house. You have a right to pick up the phone and call your elected officials and ask them, why can we not have the 3 proposals
That's right.
done the way they're supposed to be done
From October
for
22nd.
the fairgrounds from October 22nd?
We
Why
voted.
can't we have them? We voted on it.
That's right.
But now you got a new interim city manager that's come in and said, oh, no, that ain't good. This ain't good and that ain't good. You procrastinating.
That's right.
Why?
We were talking about the environmentals, and that was a part of what the city manager is saying, that the land has all these problems and those proposals are not suitable. Well, whose judgment is it? We have not seen the proposal, city manager. Whose interpretation is it? Is it your interpretation? What professionals have you used to tell us
that you have not told us about?
And that he stated in this document that he put out. Now, I'm not going to talk about nothing that goes on in executive session.
Nothing.
I'm holding up all the public documents.
Everything is public.
Everything.
And guess what? Guess what y'all can do? Do an open records request for it
And get them.
and get them. Guess what? That's why I said everything we said. These here came from Savannah Morning News. I just want to see. Look here, City Talk, Fairgrounds redevelopment delayed again, and that's not a bad thing.
You see that?
Why is it not a bad
We've been
thing?
talking about this thing
Look
for
at here.
years, and it's time to move.
Hold on. This is a column by City Talk's Bill Boyers, a longtime contributor to the Savannah Morning News. The development of the Fairgrounds property, which occupies 67 acres off of Manning Street, could have myriad positive impacts for nearby neighborhoods and for all of Savannah. The city purchased the fairground several years ago and received 3 responses last year after issuing a request for proposals for a public-private partnership to develop the site. But City Manager Michael Brown recently informed, and they have informed, underlined, council members that the RFP only allowed 58 days for responses, less than the 90 days required by state law. Okay, you informed us like we just dumb and stupid.
And let's stop right there with that 90-day stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, they put Michael Brown, he put that out to the public in this document.
Yes.
Now the paper has picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
And people have picked it up because the paper picked it up. And he was talking about the RFP process.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the RFP that Patrick Monahan,
Yes.
let me help y'all a little bit. Pat, I'm gonna get him out. I'm about to feel my help coming on in here.
Come on now.
Patrick Monahan worked for Chatham County as its assistant county manager
Yes.
for
County
almost
manager.
over 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
The man is brilliant. He knew what he was talking about. And I'm glad he came to the doggone city because he too saw, wait a minute, what y'all waiting for? Let's move this thing forward. Now,
Money, tax money.
Patrick Monahan knew how to put an RFP together, put the RFP together,
Mm-hmm.
made sure everything was in order,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in order. And he recommended us to do what we said that we were going to do unanimously on October the 22nd.
That's
And
right.
that was to choose one of the 3 proposals and move forward with the development.
Yes.
Here come Michael Brown. Talking about stuff is out of order. Talking about the RFPs need to be thrown out because we did not follow a P3 state statute of 90 days that it should have been out. Let me inform you, public, because I had
8
to inform
years.
some other folk.
8 years.
I sleep with this stuff. This stuff is like running water in my brain. No, I turn it on and I turn it off. It is within me.
Mm-hmm.
There is no state statute that is pertaining to the RFP of what we've been doing. Let me help you. Our RFP does not require or admit public-private partnerships. Our RFP, in the opening line of the RFP, the opening line of the RFP stated that an individual, a consortium, public business, a private public-private partnership could submit their development for the work.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't get me caught up.
Mm-hmm.
City manager.
So guess what? It wasn't no 90 days for the Rockingham Farm.
Come on now.
It wasn't no 90 days
It
for
did
Rockingham Farm.
not require 90 days for this RFP. If it did, Patrick Monahan would have known to keep it out for 90 days. This RFP only would have taken, take me to purchasing, take my words to purchasing. It would only have taken from 30 to 60 days
Yes.
normally of an RFP or a bid to be on the street. Now I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all take my statements down and look in the records of purchasing. And we were in order. We were in line. So that lie, I'm going to say it a little softer. So that lie that Michael Brown told that the RFPs is out of order and it needs to be thrown out is a lie. It's a part of the process of trying. Hand me that document for February the 7th. I mean,
Yes.
February the 10th.
Yes, ma'am. Savannah Tech.
Let me help y'all.
And they knew film industry.
See,
Come on, somebody.
this is the reason why it is necessary for all of the city of Savannah and all of your representatives. You need to tell them to move this project forward as we voted on for October the 22nd, because the paper now is tripping over itself.
Yes.
They wanted to throw it out because Michael Brown said certain things that was wrong. He said that the state statute, we didn't follow it, and it was followed. He said that there was problems with the environmental, the flooding on the property. I'm showing you the documents that prove the environmentals. He stated in his document that he put this out, and this document talks about why the 3 proposals need to be thrown out and the whole process started over. Listen, the whole process needs to be started over. Why does the whole process need to be started over when we've been working years and years and years to get to the point where we are? They stumbling over themselves, family, and I'm going to help y'all.
Okay, hold on. Cecilia Cook says, why are we living the way we live? We need our alder to talk to us, not just about the fairground. Is that more important than the elderly and the disabled? No, Cecilia, this is very, very important. The elderly and the disabled are definitely important. If we could get this fairground up and moving, then doggone it, we won't have to worry about the elderly and the disabled as much, because we'll have an economic driver in our community that would help benefit the elderly and the disabled.
Absolutely. Everything that you all are asking about, we can get it all done.
Yes.
We can also, there was, the community did not want housing, but there was a compromise because the mayor and I was going back and forth last year, because the community said, and I was taking back the voice of the community, they did not want any housing. The mayor was saying, well, I voted for housing to be on the property and it needs to be affordable housing. That particular question, Alderwoman Blakely, when talking about the elderly,
yes,
and having senior, that can be a part of our discussion. Whoever made that comment, when the city council do right by what we said on October 22nd and have the public to come in, we need y'all to come on in.
Yes.
What's your thoughts for the next step? Sure, we need to take care of our elderly. Sure, we've got to make sure that the fairgrounds is an economic engine.
Yes.
That can help our community.
Yes.
That can employ Black folks. That can get rid of crime. That can employ everybody else too. But I just have to say what I got to say.
Say it.
I got to say what I got to say.
Say it.
To get us employed.
Because it needs to be said.
Yes, to get us employed.
It needs to be said. How in the world you don't want to see an economic driver in an area that is in a predominantly Black community, and you know that the people around there are downtrodden, heavy laden, suffering, pulling from Peter to pay Paul, and you could put something there that could raise those folk, raise us up. I'm gonna say us because I'm African American, I'm Black. I live in the 5th district. My children live in the 5th district. My nieces, nephews, family, friends. An economic driver that can lift people up to a whole nother level. And you say you won't. I voted for that, for affordable housing. Yeah, I said it. For affordable housing. We got enough affordable housing. Let's put together an economic driver in the city where Black folk can finally come up. We are as strong as our weakest link. The only ones dying in our streets right now, the Black bodies of our young men and women. God dog it. Give them a job. Give them an opportunity. Give them training. The Fairgrounds Project will encompass all of that.
John McMaster says, why don't you ask the city attorney for a legal written opinion as to if what Brown is saying is correct or incorrect?
And we have. I have asked the city attorney, Mr. McMasters. Now you know I wasn't slow on my road.
Come on now.
I was when the Michael Brown first came out with this, and I thoroughly went through what he had written. I went immediately to the city attorney, and he did not give me his statement in writing. So at this point, I'm not going to state what he said. I am going to wait. I got to have some documentation, y'all. That's the way I run. That's the way I roll. That's the way I manage this.
So guess what? Guess what? Because our tax dollars pay the city manager. I mean the city attorney. People, y'all calling X.
Yes.
Y'all calling X.
Yes.
How about that?
Excellent, Alderwoman.
How about that? John McMasters, if you watching, how about you call him and ask him, what is the hold up? What is the problem? How about that?
I don't like, when, see, that's the one thing, and I always say about us being on code. One thing my wife folks, no matter what, they on code.
And let me tell you about some of their codes. You're right, because I was getting to it. They were talking. The city, Michael Brown was saying about the environments, all wrong. They wanted to hold it up.
Y'all heard that?
They wanted to hold it up, and the reason why I believe is that this October. Listen, y'all. You talking about codes, Brother Maestro? The February 10th statement or article in the doggone. When I saw this, I said, "Boom, y'all! They tripped-crossed themselves."
$266 million that the film industry has brought to this community. 266 million. Hold your thought, Maestro. 266 million that the film industry has brought to this community. Can you imagine how much money a sound stage on the fairground property in the 5th district would bring to our community?
See, the thing about it,
y'all got to think, everybody don't have a poverty-stricken mind anymore. We waking you up. Instead of you wanting affordable housing, you need to be wanting an economic driver. We don't need affordable housing. We got Montgomery Landings.
Come on.
We got
Allen Apartments.
Allen Apartments, Madison Apartments.
All of that. Right there.
In one section. All right? We got affordable housing there. The whole area is affordable. But guess what? If you do it like they doing downtown, it won't be affordable. Drayton Street, they're getting ready to put 46 units on Drayton Street. Out of the 46 units where Savannah Impact used to be. And that 46 units, only 20%. 20% will be affordable housing. Now, Terry Talbot asks, is the fairgrounds a tax allocated district?
The fairgrounds
is it an opportunity zone?
It's not an opportunity zone. But, Mr. Talbot, it is a zone where developers can take advantage of the tax rate, the tax incentives.
Yes.
It is that.
Yes.
Mr. Talbot, I know that you're on it. Thank you for asking the question. And the reason why Mr. Talbot asked that question, so that we can talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me say this one thing right here. I want to say this. I see our numbers are going up. Our numbers are going up. And I'm so glad that our numbers, our viewership is going up right now. I want it to go even higher because I want people to be aware of what is happening in this city, what has been happening in this city for years. We waking y'all up. We appealing to your conscious mind. Okay?
Yes,
Keisha
Lord.
Gibson Carter says, stop blaming white people for what black leaders allow. The Mayor Van Johnson is the common denominator in all of this. If he wanted the Fairgrounds project to happen, it would happen as fast as the hit Seymour. She about to read it.
She ain't lying. And him and them other two misfits.
She is absolutely correct.
Hold on. It would happen as fast as the formation of a task force.
We got another question over here. Well, comments
is
over
it?
here. So
That's
back
right,
to John
Alderwoman Gibson
McMasters.
Carter.
He said if the city attorney won't put it in writing, that tells you Brown is stretching the truth. You have the power to bump it up to Attorney General for an opinion. And then Julius Hall says when it comes to the property that they want to steal, they use environmental issues to throw us off. They said that the Bartow lands was termite infested and that we could never be used. They used Van Johnson and Tyrone Ware to spread those lies.
Y'all heard it. But that's where they want to put the Salvation Army property now. On the Bartow property that was infested with termites. But they want to put the Salvation Army. Every time it's something that's going to benefit the black community or destroy it. Come on,
There's
somebody.
always a
They
problem.
lie so much to it, they don't even think we're listening.
Oh yeah, but we own it.
And you talking about, now I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna say it like this, son. See, when it comes out that white man, he's the father of lies. He's the father of lies now. See, that's how much they lie. So they don't even think.
But you know what the sad part is? I hear what you're saying, but we have a majority African American city council.
Now some people over here are saying that
No,
it says that's
I'm
in
with you.
KJC. Black leaders, black preachers are just as responsible for which is why Pastor Smiles apologized. Kudos to him.
That's right. Y'all listen.
I'm with you, older woman. That's why, and I understand what I said a little earlier. You know, listen. All this should be a piece of cake.
Oh,
It should have been done.
It should have been done.
5 votes.
In November, by the end of December, by the end
Oh,
of last year.
wait a minute. Alderwoman Gibson Carter said the arena parking lot is not environmentally safe, but we allocated $5 million to rent it and $5 million to develop it. Nah.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
That's
I told
true.
you,
Receipts,
they
y'all.
think y'all-
Receipts.
See, they think y'all stupid.
And it did not take, it did not take 5 or 6 and 7 years to get that done.
Come on now.
But
All
y'all-
them numbers
But
rising.
y'all
Thank
polo-
y'all.
Y'all polo
Thank y'all.
color gals ain't supposed to challenge them. Like, y'all polo color gals ain't supposed to figure this out. Huh? Y'all ain't supposed to figure this out.
But we own it.
Yeah.
We own it.
You didn't send us to play. You sent us to slay. Bam, baby.
And
Yeah,
Somebody
we said
asked, is Bates Lovett your city attorney?
Tell them to tune in. Tune in.
You all stuck until the next. You are all stuck until the next election. Beat Van or eliminate his base or both. That's what they said.
Who's saying it? Tell me
His
who's
name
saying
is John McMasters.
it. John McMasters, listen. You know the answers to them questions. You stop playing. Stop playing with us, John McMasters. Doggone it.
Let me get back to I'm over here with the facts and the figures.
That's right. I told y'all she gonna be good, but I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut without Vaseline. Some gonna like and some gonna hate it. God darn it. Nah.
Terry
yeah, I
told
said
me he asked the question about the tax incentives. Now that is the key thing. It is the fight for the money. The developers know that it's a gold mine. The developers know that every tax incentive, because the way the property is located, that they can make millions and millions and millions of dollars on the property. But that is not going to happen. We are going to do what's right. We're not going to see those proposals until they're presented. And the only way that can happen is that, Savannah, that you get in contact with your alderpersons and tell them and force them and push them that they have got to move this project forward, just like we said and voted on unanimously on October the 22nd. That's the
Yes.
bottom line. That's the bottom line. Everything is straight according to what city manager at that time, Monahan, has stated. There's nothing wrong with the environmentals. I was going to hold up these maps right here.
Mm-hmm.
These maps right here is the
Caller, you're on the air.
Go ahead.
Caller, you're on the air.
Good evening. This is Melinda Gwen Thornton. I just wanted to mention that something that you all may want to raise a question about or have a discussion pertaining to the property that the Jonesville Baptist Church owns on the corner of
Melinda,
Montgomery.
hold on. Melinda, I need Melinda. I need you to start your comment over.
Okay. The property over on Staley and Montgomery that is owned by Jonesville Baptist Church, they usually rent that area out to film crews. That's something that no one is speaking of because the fairground is very close and they can work together as an economic driver, but nobody is saying anything about that reality that takes place right now.
Well, the thing about it too,
Conversation might be helpful on that.
you are so right. And the fairgrounds can also, with that property, the churches are there, and the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying now, because you're talking about coming together.
Mm-hmm.
The fairgrounds and the plans of the fairgrounds that's in the RFP is to also bring the churches, also bring the schools, the universities together, so that we can educate. So it can be on the fair.
I'm talking about the complex that Jonesville has. They rent out to film crews that come into Savannah. They park over there behind the church at the complex next door.
Yes, they do, and that has
A lot of people don't realize that.
they have when you see
I've
when
seen
you
that.
see all of you're right, Miss Thornton. When you when you all see stacks and stacks and stacks of cars in the complex next to Jonesville, that means that there is a film being produced in the city of Savannah.
You know, I was riding away one day and I went and I said, "What's a lot of cars over here?"
Yes.
And so that's what's.
That's
Thank you.
exactly everybody. If you've been wondering what's been going on for some years now, when Jonesville gets crowded, there is a film being produced in Savannah. The state of Georgia have some of the greatest incentives of film production in the whole United States.
Yes.
Even though it got a little quiet
Because of COVID.
in 2020, let me inform you, it's coming back up.
It's coming back. Oh, well, they just had a film last week behind City Hall.
City Hall.
They just did a film
I saw
called
you.
Devotion behind City Hall.
I saw you. You went live.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
still
Over
happening.
here.
And due to the fact that Savannah Morning News put this article out about the Georgia Tech property,
Mm-hmm.
y'all need to understand now. We were talking about Cedar. Now they're talking about the Georgia Tech property. Okay, we're gonna bring all that together.
Yes.
They try to slow the roll.
Alderwoman Gibson Carter says, we cannot afford for people to suffer until the next election.
That's right.
We need citizens to stay engaged, mobilized, and hold all of your elected officials accountable. Write, call, and email them. Council meetings are recorded and archived. Listen to them for yourself. Do not rely on the media, television, and print to inform you. It will not be accurate.
That's right.
Y'all, and she is so right. All you got to do is go on City of Savannah on Facebook, City of Savannah government, and look at all of the city council meetings and workshops. Okay?
Anthony
This thing is
Motrell,
serious.
he says, are there any corporations currently pushing to develop warehouses or facilities in Savannah which can become an economic driver?
It's called Rockingham Farms.
The Rockingham Farms paying people $15 an hour, but that ain't no money because when the federal government raised the minimum wage, guess what? That's $15 an hour. So what is Rockingham Farms going to be paying $20 or $30 an hour?
Why don't they double that?
Come on now.
That would be a new conversation.
Yes.
But to answer that question, yes, they are developing all over the city and the county.
Y'all listen. We the producer, our engineer, is throwing his hands up saying it is 9:35. Y'all, I have to say this, and I'm so sorry. Listen, when we get into these type conversations, sometimes it go to 10. One time we was in here to almost 11 o'clock.
You know the way y'all queens have been putting the people. So y'all put the people up on what's going down.
Yeah, how
See,
they said, we putting y'all up on the game.
Let me put you up on what's going down.
Let me put you up on the game that's been happening in the city for years.
Y'all have awakened a lot of people. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say this: a lot of people they look at it. Oh, Donald Trump, Donald Trump in his own way now. I don't get that. Now I tell people don't take it the wrong way because I wasn't for either one of them. But he was a blessing, almost in disguise.
Because he exposed a lot of the mess.
There you go.
He exposed a lot of the mess.
And guess what? With the way America handled it with him, see that don't do nothing but help it out with y'all. They keep bringing it.
Come on.
They keep bringing it.
Alderwoman Blakely, thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
We need you all and thank you so much, Alderwoman Gibson Carter.
Yes,
for coming in and chiming in.
Hold on, y'all. I got to say this. Alderwoman Gibson Carter, girl, we are praying for you that you get food, that you get adequate transportation to Louisville, Kentucky on tomorrow. She is stuck in the snow in Kentucky. And we're going to pray for you a safe return. She did get to the grocery store and get us some fruit and stuff. But listen, you be safe, my sister, my warrior sister. Doggone it. We got you in our prayers. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So please, as we've been saying, we need you all to get in contact with your older person. Tell them to do the right thing. It's time for us. It's past time. It's overtime.
Yes.
That we need to move the fairgrounds project forward. Mm-hmm. We need to go ahead and do what we already said we're going to do on October 22nd.
Yes.
And that is to have a transparent process. Mm-hmm. A transparent process.
That's right.
So that the public, along with the city council members, can see what these proposals are. Yes. We don't need this. We don't need this wonderful process that has gone through, and we voted to make it go even further.
Yes.
We don't need to throw it away. The Michael Brown, city manager Michael Brown, whatever.
Y'all, hold on. She ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say this right here. It ain't personal. It's business.
He figured if it took 8 years, he want to try to restart the process
and take another 8 years.
Right, there you
and
go.
Take another 10 years.
And restart the process for who and for what? That's the question. So therefore, we need to move. We don't need any it took us long enough to get to this point. Everything was done right. Yes. Everything was done fair. Everything is in order. We're not out of order. So don't believe what you're hearing about this process and the little things that he was talking about. It's in a part of the RFP that we unanimously voted on. Mm-hmm. Some of those things can be placed in the development agreement. Yes. And that's a part of the process of the RFP.
So, but you know what? They think they got all the sense in the world, and we just dumb, ignorant, and stupid because that is what was portrayed back then. But guess what? Y'all dealing with some educated, learned women, that ain't afraid to speak up and speak out. I gotta say this. Vanessa said, P1, P2, I got you. Vanessa, it goes like this. P1 is done. P2, I got you. and D5, it's on and popping. We got you.
They don't get up early
Yes.
enough for y'all. They don't get up early enough for y'all, huh?
Y'all listen, listen.
Thank you.
I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. I got folks on here that's viewing that ain't never viewed the show before. So I'm going to say it like this. If you're trolling, good. Go back and tell everything we said. As a matter of fact, archive this show. Archive it so you have a reference point to go back to in the future. Because if I said it once, I can say it again. Bam, babies. Let's do this. We about to shout out. I want you to hold on. 3 minutes. Close out. 3 minutes. I'm about to close it out for you.
We are ready to move forward.
Yes.
The city of Savannah, the 5th district, the residents of the 5th district, they deserve to have this project moving forward. They have been meeting. We have had all of the public meetings to hear what the people want.
Oh, you got to stop right there. Y'all listen. Let me tell you. Pay attention. They're going to try and hoodwink and bamboozle you by saying that the people on Medding Street is going to get their roads rebuilt, their houses refurbished, their driveways put in place and all that stuff. Y'all, that's only going to be probably $1 million, $2 million. Why gamble with 1 or 2 when you can have 200 and 300 million? You saw what it said, 266 million economic driver, 200-300 million, as opposed to 1 or 2 million. Bam, ladies. Go ahead.
And even with that being said, we can go on about this. Even with that being said, Alderwoman Blakely.
Yes.
The SPLOS, there is an item in the SPLOS. There's a $10 million home house revitalization restoration line item there that was put there in the Energy Loach administration. Due to the fact that they thought that they were going to be coming back, but y'all wiped them out, and therefore that $10 million is still there,
sitting there.
That $10 million of SPLOS money that's there can be used as part of what Michael Brown is talking about, that you're talking about with the house revitalization. That could be some more dollars that our disadvantaged enterprise contractors and our DBE, our local MWBE, minority business women enterprises can also take a part in. 2 separate things: the fairgrounds and also that $10 million housing renovation, revitalization can be used to help our people in the city of Savannah. Oh, we ain't sleeping, y'all. I just want to tell y'all, as I continue to talk, and I'm going to be talking on Black News station. ATR. There you go. Thank
all
you so
things
much.
relevant.
I will be
Monday,
talking.
Candid Lakeisha. Tuesday, for us, by us, for us. Wednesday, the Rabble. Thursday, I told y'all to give me a list. Julius Hall, you're sleeping. Thursday, what's his name? Jay Jones, I believe, or either Dr. Jamal Torre. Friday, Alicia Scott. Saturday, Jay Jones again. Vulnerable Communities. Sunday, Freedom's Journal and Voices in the Struggle. Yeah, y'all, we telling our own story.
That's right. And
we
now
telling our own story. We don't need nobody to talk for us.
Not
we
at all.
talking for ourselves.
So y'all tune in, even though our time is running out. I will be on our what's Mr. Hall's relevance?
All things relevant.
All things
the
relevant.
Rabble.
All of that. I will be talking.
And you will be on Alderwoman Gibson Carter's show on Monday.
Yes. And also Mr. Hall, Julius Hall's show on next Wednesday.
The Rabble. Yes.
So I will be
y'all,
there.
We're not playing. We slaying that dragon.
Let's move forward, Savannah. We are here to serve you. We are your true voices at City Hall. Thank you, Alderwoman Blakely.
You are so welcome. Mayor Pro Tem Dr. Estella Edwards Shabazz, 5th District, representing Patricia Harris. Dr. Patricia Harris, we missed you tonight because you should have been here. to be talking about what we're talking about right now. Yeah, I'm calling you out, baby. Love you. I got to call my people out now. I got to shout my people out. Excuse me. All right, y'all. Come on. What's up? What's up, Maestro? You slow. You slow, Maestro. You got to turn it down now. You got to turn it down. Rose Wiley, Keisha Gibson, Carter. Y'all, we going to take it all the way back to the top. Lisa Gould Poe, Maddie Smiley Wallace, Melinda Gwen Thornton, Stancil Johnson, Ronald Stokes. Is this the Ronald Stokes all the way in Dubai? Are you in Dubai or are you back in the United States? Ramona Drayton Jackson, thank you so much for being a part of this. Stephanie Anderson Benson, Vanessa Taylor. Vanessa say ain't no dumb black ones here. You so right. James Barnwell says preach it. Yes. Let's see, Gladys Cooper Neesmith. Not surprised, communities across the county allows communities to be destroyed. Then they turn around and buy it for pennies, then develop it at prices that minorities cannot afford it. You are so right, my sister. Let's see. Okay, y'all, I'm Terry Talbert. Thank you. Elder Erica K. Hardnett. Cynthia Jones, Cecilia Cook, Jay Williams, Juanisha Lulu, Alfonso Green.